does the same thing anyways. The Jarvan ultimate is going to be getting in there. So I want to see if Let Me can be unleashed early on in the game. As they shake hands, of course, getting ready for game one.
We absolutely are, as this is the grand rematch between Team China and Team Korea. This best of 5 on the grand stage of the 2018 Asian Games. From the Scuttle Crab, just playing the aggressive game, knowing that Xie is back, and he could have the numbers advantage if Faker were to have recalled in time.
Yeah, and I think that's a Cloud Dragon early on. Is that, no, it's actually a Mountain Dragon.
Yes.
There we go. So it's a little bit important. It won't really sway either jungler to try and solo it out early on. So at this point, bot side river pressure is just there so you can get that Silk Road from the mid lane to the bottom lane to either free up Faker or CA. Here we go though.
Flash engage onto Faker, plus the knockup, but Score is there as well. A cast to the side, MLXG onto the turret, gets first blood, but goes down in the 1-for-1 trade. Teleport was started and canceled by Keen as Let Me got the knockup, slicing Maelstrom, and Keen looks for a solo kill and gets it.
I don't know how that top lane started, but you could see who was the victor. Good job to Keen to get the solo kill in his favor. But in the mid lane, actually, Team China was very close to being able to get out of there, but the rogue tower shot getting it. So take a look at this. The perfect engage here, even followed up by the counter gank. Tower shot goes on towards MLXG, 2 of them. So that was the deciding factor of the trade.
In the top
lane matchup is the consistent damage, along with the passive and stun that the Kennen has here. Here we go.
Ooh, that's the challenging smite. She is chunked down to half. MLXG steps up, lands the knockup, and Score bites off too much more that he can chew.
He thought that Faker had a little bit more damage coming through, but gated by his own cooldowns. Now it's going to allow a lot of pressure here from Team China to push out mid. Bit of a war between Let Me and Score.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he wants this. The cask knocks him sideways. Faker is there.
Surrounded.
Let Me has flash, but Let Me's forced to go deep into enemy territory as he's slowed down by this barrel, places a ward, and here comes Keen over the wall at the blue buff. Let Me with a knockup on the side, Rune Prison, and will inevitably go down as Faker gets gifted the kill.
I'm surprised he didn't just try and go in between the two.
Around Xie and play around this mid lane are getting smaller.
I think right now if you're CA, you should be leaning. Oh, wait a second.
Actually trying to collapse. MLXG following up from behind. Faker has the flash. He's under the turret. Xie decides not to go for it. The red buff, and he dies. MLXG gets the kill.
Red buff and red smite. You just don't know how much damage is going to be coming through in the calculations, but it's just enough. Nice kill on towards Faker.
And that brings it to 3-3. Still 1,000 gold advantage for Team Korea as they are up 25 CS in the top lane. Slight CS advantage in the mid lane as well. And another advantage for Score. The only lane that's going close to even is Team China in the bottom lane. But MLXG, as you said, with a challenging smite, just loops around.
Ruthless aggression from MLXG. At this point, most junglers would say, hey, let's get deeper vision in the enemy jungle. Maybe look towards a bottom lane fight. But it wasn't going to happen. Red smite, red buff, all you really need to do to get the job done.
That side, Blast Cone doesn't get him over the wall. Looks like he's trying to collapse on Keen, who will find him in the river, slicing Maelstrom. But there's the Crescent Sweep to reset this. Score steps up as Faker uses the Realm Warp to collapse in. Cataclysm over the wall, knock up and a teleport. We've got a collapse though as Ming is on his way. Score running as best he can, but Ming is on the prowl. A good body slam gets Score away, but dies to the glitter lance as Xie has got Faker pinned against the wall. He's still got flash, but with nowhere to go. He's going to inevitably drop down to Team China. Over the wall, they chase him from 3 directions. Core JJ follows up. They're trying to commit to this. Faker is trying to play for his life, looking for Let Me, gets the bounce and gets the kill, and ends up trading a 1-for-1.
There is no way for Lulu to coming through there. Didn't have the flash ready, so was just going to be playing across the wall. But just outright aggression from the Chinese squad. It was MLXG that didn't want to give up the Rift Herald, and you can see the problem that was coming through it. Keen had full pressure in the top lane, had it pushed out, and was ready for a fight. But guess what? Spellbook Rakan, baby. He just trades it up, comes top lane, and gets the crucial help to net the kill on towards Gragas.
And here we see that fight once again from the beginning. As you said, Keen steps into the river first.
So 2 problems here. Jarvan's not going to be a part of it for a little bit. Also, Lulu is taking the long way around.
Oh, we see a dive bottom. MLXG chasing Score away, as I believe that was the cask used. And meanwhile, Faker again in the river is being collapsed upon. Score's pressure is denied, and Team China gets a collapse on Faker.
Outright numbers game. I know pre-game we were talking about if Let Me was actually going to get pressure free from the lane. Yes, he is. He's in the bottom lane while Keen is taking top lane tower.
Most folks behind the scene were talking about how if China were even able to take a single game, it would be an upset. But right now, they're trying to take an advantage in this game one. Another kill score now fighting over this blue buff. Dragon is spawning in 90 seconds. Xie desperately wants it. The arrow has found MLXG. He eats himself a nice shield, and even a teleport goes in. He goes in for the blue buff. MLXG looks for the knockup, gets the crescent sweep, but they are well within the AoE radius. They collapse and kill him. The score will use a stopwatch to stall this out. Uzi and Ming are up top pushing for a turret to try and trade. Realm Warp onto the mid. They're bringing 3 members. Xie is forced to back away from his own turret, but Keen with the Blade of the Ruined King looking to land one. But Xie is just out of range and escapes, but only just. Meanwhile, Uzi finishing off the top tier 1, the mid tier 1.
So close. Literally all that needed to come through was the W from Lulu. That being said, Keen's on you.
That's Blade of the Ruined King. Let me uses the Cataclysm, slicing Maelstrom.
Get back here.
Puts him in a cage, and the arrow! No way! It hits him from long range, and Keen still gets the kill.
Wow, so well lane. It's Rise that's hiding. As long as they feel comfortable, he will stay in lane to fight.
That's Ming going in, the chains of corruption. They get the knock up on the score. He's low and dies. Uzi's attack homes and follows. Core JJ gets knocked up, tries to use the Glacial Fissure, stalls it as best he can, but still goes down. And Team China, they don't want the inhib. They're looking for the Baron.
All eyes going towards Baron. You can't make a mistake on that one, but Rise has got the top lane, and Keen is keeping steady bottom lane. But this is a massive win for the People's Republic of China.
They're absolutely calling this play. Faker's pushing up to the inhibitor turret. Let me will sacrifice the bottom tier 2 to Keen to allow Team China to take this Baron 23.5 minutes in.
And sure, Sun Gold might go into the pockets of Korea just by taking the side lane towers, but this was so incredible. Ming was lying in wait, finds score, and at that point, Braum is ready. He wants to defend the Gragas, and by that point, I mean, Ruler already sees the chaos in front of him. He's not going to be able to touch it. So the major win of getting Baron here means that split push. Remember, this was the bot side. Next Baron that comes up, suddenly it's free game for China. You have to defend this inhibitor in the bottom lane.
That barrel will explode and clear most of it out. Ming goes for the battle dance onto Uzi, but no grand entrance yet. Baron is about to wear off.
That's a massive shield.
There's only a few seconds left before the duration. Chains of corruption. The arrow onto the front line. Uzi uses a cleanse, and MLXG using the crescent sweep, but Uzi's on the far side. They've left Let Me. He goes into the front, but it's Team China in the back as they take a trade onto Keen.
Trading top laners there, but here comes the Realm Warp.
They're about to collapse. This is Team China getting collapsed upon. Score steps forward, but Uzi is free-firing down the corridor. Core JJ goes low, Score backs it up, and that's MLXG dying. Uzi will drop as well, and Team China win the fight.
Such a slim corridor, and hats off to Core JJ throwing up the wall, so there was no follow-up on the engage that came through from the Rakan. Excellently played from the Republic of Korea.
Now they've got 20 seconds on the clock to push and take whatever turrets they can. It's up to the inhibitors in both top and bottom, but with Core JJ taking these minions, they're going to finish off the mid-tier 1 instead, as Faker is happy to take aggro on this nice and tanky Rise. And Team Korea, 5 turrets to 6, going head-to-head against Team China and showing that even in the darkest night, they can still find the dawn.
A massive sigh of relief knowing that they took off Baron off of all 5 members off that team wipe. So there we have it. And remember, a crucial point, the Magi's that Lulu had is gone now. You would probably just sell it at this point. Look at the wall that Core JJ set up. There was no way for Uzi to actually step up, and when he did, exhaust was still on his head. So completely nullified the strategy.
Still Keen, split pushing in the bottom lane. Again, coming back to this same song and dance, keeping Let Me away from his team, but that's Chains of Corruption. The arrow has found Uzi. He cleanses back. That's a teleport from both of the top laners, but already Core JJ is dead. Ming steps out. MLXG denies it as best he can, but look at the shield. Uzi steps up. He finds himself a kill onto Faker. Now they're chasing it down. Ruler tries to go golden, but he's got no chance of getting out of this one as Team China. They sacrifice MLXG, but find themselves 3 kills. Score on the side, stalling it out, trying to look for a way to get behind and deny the minion wave, but Team China are looking for the inhibitor.
It's a cannon wave too, so you know what?
Racing there. It's already down to half health. Ming gets a ward over the wall. MLXG steps forward as Core JJ tries to separate this. Piercing arrow, gets some good damage onto Core JJ, but now it's Team China taking the Baron. The arrow has found MLXG. He's slowed and cast, knocks it back in. Crescent Slash to try and reset this. Let Me steps forward with a big Cataclysm. MLXG goes in, and that's all the AoE. Uzi is exhausted, but does he have enough damage? They're trading. Keen steps up, and he goes down. Uzi finds another kill. He flashes forward. Keen goes down. A triple kill to Uzi as he chases down Team Korea.
They can just push down the mid lane wave. These are longer death timers now. This could be the crucial win for them.
Super minions are already on the Nexus turrets. Team China walking through the inhibitor wave as Let Me prevents the recall. And Team China turn onto the Nexus. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a series on our hands as Team China take game 1.
So decisive. The squad played around Baron. Hats off to Korea, they recognized they had to play a Baron fight. Unfortunately, the moment the Jarvan Cataclysm goes down, there's no way Kenneth could get the stuns necessary. He was completely out of the fight. The moment you play LPL, so that just means that playmaking potential comes through. And big question, if Aurelia goes for a fight, does the Shen show up?
Yes. No flash for Xie. Faker, the edge of the shield under the turret, and Xie's able to dodge it. Finally dies. First blood, Team Korea.
He was just a little bit too greedy. Didn't even wanted to bring in the Sejuani. So, you know, the teleport coming back from Faker, and Faker just gets the go button ready for him. Great comms between him and, of course, Score.
And despite knowing where that Kindred was, Xie wasn't able to get back in time. Tried his best to deny it as he teleports onto a ward and heads.
Attitude in lane changing. They're trying to get a push, which could play into this fight.
Ming just drops the cask. A good flash gets out of this, but that's immediately the follow-up. Glacial Storm lands. Uzi goes in and finds himself the kill alongside Ming. Score is forced to get in there as teleport is completed from Let Me. He's looking for Score, trying to chase him down. The second perfect execution doesn't find the burst damage, but he follows him over the wall as Ming finds the kill, lands respite, but Score has got nowhere to go. Let Me finds the solo kill.
Unreal, such a sticky champion. Joins in the fight and beforehand. At the very least, China knows that this is going to happen, so they're going to try and contest, but they've already taken a lot of damage on. They can finish it, smite it.
Teleport being started as Dragon has been picked up. Core JJ with no flash, with no unbreakable will, finds himself going down. That's a stopwatch, and Ruler finds the arrow. Still, though, Uzi happy to chase it, and Ming finds another kill. Xie setting up for the dive, though. Still no flash from Ruler as the minion wave crashes in. Good sidestep on the Sun and the Vanguard's edge, but Uzi takes the aggro. They are juggling it expertly and finds the kill in the end, but over the wall, forced to flash away, and Ming gets out before Score can follow up.
Can Xie get out?
He's getting the slow, mounting dread, flash away from the auto attack. Faker has got his own, though. There's no chance for Xie to escape, but he's going to turn onto Ming instead. The stopwatch denies it. MLXG is there. Xie steps up, denies the auto attack. Score goes forward, finds the kill, looks for Uzi, but dies instead. 6 kills to 2 for Team China.
Unbelievable that he couldn't get one. At the very least, he gets traded, but he had 3 members, all low on HP. All you needed from the Galio was just that one Q. He was waiting for it.
Dragon is still in their pocket. They've still got plenty of scaling with the Ashe and Kindred if they're able to make it into the late game and deny the dives from Xie and Uzi, but they're starting to step up. They found him. They know he's got no flash, and they're able to... No! Uzi gets the kill! Stand united, and he finally goes down as Ming is running for his life and in the 1-for-1 trade, but it very well could be 1-for-2 as Core JJ pens the Gragas against the wall, lands the stun, they chase it down, Score gets the kill.
Good challenge from Korea. At the end of the day, they knew that Uzi was going to try and do something. He had that window ready for him. He had Guinsoo's picked up, so he wanted to fight. He pressed it at the right time. There we go. Rebuff's important. You also have Alistar nearby. It's difficult for a Galio to protect a mid lane push with Rift Herald. He's here just to see if he can get a fight ready. Xie could be the bait.
Oh no, Xie looking for the stun, but misses it. Taunt pulls him in, and Xie falls in. Hook, line, and sinker.
He knew that there were at least 2 members there because Blue was being handed off. Didn't expect Alistar to be in the area as well. So that was CC lockdown. No way for him to get out.
That's just the mind games from Team Korea. They find an opening and they pounce, and now what was 6 kills to 2 is only 7 kills to 5 as it's equalized 1-for-3 in the long run. And suddenly
Dragons Korea got themselves through, so their Dragon's gonna be crucial.
Faker over the wall, gets a taunt onto 2, and Ming goes down before getting a chance to do anything. Uzi gets some damage onto Core JJ, but he's happy to soak it. With that support gone, all of that Dragon setup goes down the drain. Team Korea find an opening, and Faker knocks it down.
Getting the kill means that they are now going to be netting the second Infernal Dragon. No MLXG to try and steal it underneath them. Unfortunate for China, but kind of convert that.
Ming is on the side. He's found Faker. Managed manages to get the body slam onto Core JJ. He's got the ultimate. Cask knocks him back. They're going for the plasma, trying to kill the support. Faker goes in. MLXG is low, but goes golden. And there goes the Lamb's respite. Letme's ready to get into the fight. Uzi's trying to kite it out on the back, but he can't get through Keen. Letme steps forward and goes down. Ruler survives in the back, leaving Uzi as the sole survivor. Flash, slow, the arrow, long range, will miss as Team China lose 4.
So well played from Korea, especially Score coming in with the Lamb's respite. So there is no way for you to net the kill on towards Core JJ. There is no way for you to net the kill on towards Core JJ. And at the very least, extend the time so the entire 5v5 comes through. Akali tries to come in with a flank, but just completely denied. No way for her to really carry out a longer fight without obscurity.
As we said, it is so difficult in those extended engages, but now Team Korea, they found the opening, and they're turning onto the Baron. Ming making his way out of the base, and there is no chance unless Uzi can land a miracle Void Seeker. You can hear the fans chanting as they take it down. Team Korea find themselves in the lead.
This is going to be a major push topside.
Keen is being dove. His health is going low.
What?
Forced to flash away, as I believe that was Faker getting involved in that play. The bottom tier 2 is traded. Looks like we might have a base race. Uzi trying to outplay this, but Faker is doing damage, and Keen finds the kill. Team China trying to base race, and it blows up in their face as Keen and Faker get the outplay and chase these down. They're losing an inhibitor top.
50-second death timer on Uzi. This should be the kill here for Korea. There's no reason for him to stop now.
Xie and Letme, the two split pushers are forced to take a team fight. Teleport onto the cannon minion. Xie goes low, he dives in. Letme steps forward, but Faker joins the fray just as Ming respawns. Still, Xie dives as best he can. Letme tries to stall it out, but the double kill, and Team Korea, 33 minutes in, turn on to the Nexus and even up the series 1-1.
Yeah, you think you can get the backstage access to the carries. There are too many bouncers in this club. Galio just not, allowing you to start. The advantage should be for Korea. Mid lane should be somewhat similar. It's always going to be on the skirmishing, and they have the Olaf to look for those fights. I like the early game coming out of Korea. Olaf is top lane. I don't think they expect this.
Now he's looped around up top. He's dodged through the vision. He's coming up behind them. The body slam is ready. Ruler has no flash. That's the ignite. He goes low, and he goes down. First blood to Team China's Uzi.
Don't know why they didn't expect it. Now, usually junglers that end up...
MLXG, he is non-stop roaming around the map. Teleport. Gets Xie back into lane. MLXG is behind Faker. Flash, body slam, and the ignite, but he picks up the flash and walks it off.
There we go. Use the flash body slam to get in there. It was
control, but he's not able to do anything with it just yet, though. Scoring Core JJ might be trying to set something up. MLXG caught in the grand entrance. He's chunked down low and dies. Score finds the first kill for Team Korea.
Good call on that one. They knew he didn't have flash, so there was no way for him to get out of there. Calling in Core JJ, and now it looks like they're setting up for a mid lane dive. One of the major weaknesses of Kassadin is keeping himself safe under tower.
So close to level 6, but isn't there yet. He needs to get that Rift Walk in order to escape from this, as even Uzi is backing away. That's the Predator. Now he sees Score. He's forced to turn and run back to the tier 1, but the undertow misses. He steps up, lands the snare, and Score can't walk forward. Core JJ and Letme trying to turn this around. A knock-up. Battle Dance forces Score's flash out of this. The flash, the knock-up over the wall. Letme wants it, and Letme has found it. He gets the kill. MFG collapses. Xie's level 6. He's got the Rift Walk, and Faker is forced to run and hide, as this is 5 kills to 1 for Team China.
That was disastrous for Korea. They tried their hardest to get the kill on towards Uzi, but the members kept coming from China. Teleport through from Letme to hold him down, and then gets the massive damage. Here comes MLXG.
That's the Predator, and Xie's there too. Chains of Corruption misses. Ruler's the target, pinned against the wall. Double knockup, and Uzi is on a rampage. Core JJ escapes, but still Team China playing towards that bottom lane. Black up goes sideways and denies any follow-up. Score and Faker at lower health. Over the wall, Xie finds a kill onto Faker as Ruler gets dove again in the bottom lane.
Advantages across the map from China, because as we just pan away from the disgusting plays top lane, bottom lane's another dive. Score has to get out of there.
Predator gets Score to safety, but only just. He finds a revenge kill onto MLXG. The second kill for Team Korea, but 12 minutes in, it is 8 kills to 2.
Underneath their inner tower.
Now that score actually trying to collapse onto Xie, it looks like. He turns around, caught by Core JJ as Uzi looking for an opportunity in, but that's a good charm from Core JJ. They managed to get the shutdown onto Xie as Team China overextend for the blue buff. They get it, but lose their mid laner. Sleepy Trouble Bubble is ready. Let Me turns around to sacrifice himself. And Team Korea find an opening.
Indecisive from China.
Are setting up a trap on the bottom side of the jungle.
That's
That's one way to do it. Call of the Forge God. They found Keen. He's got a flash, but isn't even going to try burning it as they find the kill. Uzi is dominating as he finds yet another kill.
That's the benefit of taking an inner tower pre-20 minutes into the game.
But look at the trade. They see the Rift Herald used up top, and they're looking for the inhibitor turret pre-20 minutes. Core JJ is forced to back up. Ming eats a huge hit from the Paddle Star, but the inhib turret goes down. MLXG eats a Paddle Star and is forced to step back. Uzi caught by the slow, but a snare prevents Ruler from stepping forward. And look at the damage from Xie.
And from Let Me, it's a great fight for China.
And it is so important to bring Uzi down. He is 6-0-2 with a completed Infinity Edge, but they're looking for Faker, and they found him. He lands a Trouble Bubble, but look at the damage. Uzi is godlike.
Wave clear here from China. Ornn and Kassadin need the setup, and here's one.
That's the call of the Forge God. Cannon Barrage steps forward. Faker forced to flash away. Ming with a 3-man knockup. Core JJ looking to go in from the side. They found Xie. He activates the Zanyas, but Uzi steps up, finds himself the first kill. Blade of the Ruined King. Heal matches it. The flash. The auto. He gets the double kill. Cleanse to get away from the Sleepy Trouble Bubble and finds himself yet another kill.
It was just enough, and it was...
And up creeps all the way to the middle inhibitor turret. Xie is escorting the wave bottom as Let Me is trying to stand bodyguard along with Ming in front of Uzi. But whoa, Xie and Ming find a kill onto Faker. Uses yet MLXG gets split off from his team. Score thinks of engaging, but that's the call of the Forge God. Faker gets his flash, immediately forced to use it. Cannon Barrage looking for the disengage. Core JJ still holding on to the flash quickness, but decides not to follow the barrage, and Team China bait out the ultimate.
Yeah, no ulti from GP. They're gonna go all in to get this inhibitor now.
MLXG body slams forward, but Core JJ doesn't flinch, holds his ground. Good knockup onto 2. The follow-up from Ming. He's found it, and Ruler's already dead. Uzi steps up as they're chasing in, and Core JJ is forced to use the quickness to disengage. Uzi continuing to look for damage.
In and out from Xie. So every single time they try and focus him down, he just jumps out of the fight.
Uzi steps up. He's looking for score, and he finds it. Finds a double kill. Turns onto Core JJ under the fountain. He goes low and gets the triple. Core JJ survives, but Uzi sees the opening, and he takes it as he turns onto the Nexus turret and breaks it down. Team China are 1 win away from taking the gold medal.
Match point, tournament point. They are so close to being able to nail it down. And you are seeing a much more patient China. People's Republic of China recognizing that they have the composition to end the game. Uzi had all of the check boxes listed. Fed, 6 items, he's got it. The tanks all in front of him, he has the safety. And so all he needed was his front line to move in. You can hear it from the crowd. They are that close to being able to take the gold medal.
Only 1 game away. They show the Team Korea. They just need 1 more to close out the series. Whereas the Team Korea fans, the Republic of Korea, sending the best of the best.
Secure the blue buff of his own in the opposite end. We're seeing if that's the case because, yeah, actually, Xie putting down a ward to defend it. So that would look to be a triple buff.
Yeah, Peanuts actually completed his recall. He did not go for that blue buff despite the attempted recall. As MLXG lands the Sonic Wave. The kick sends him back. Core JJ gets pulled and snared. That's the Cannon Barrage. Ruler's out the front. And Ming eats some damage, tries to soak it up. Another Sonic Wave, but the Chains of Corruption does so much. And MLXG decides not to follow. Uzi chases it down, nearly has the damage and finds the kill under the turret. But here comes Peanut. Teleport coming in as it's an all-out brawl. Level up from Ming. He finds the cast. Core JJ goes low. Uzi finds himself the double but dies. Gifts over the kill to Peanut, and it is 3-2 in favor of Team Korea.
But he risked it all to get that double kill.
Buff for himself as Xie heads back into the mid lane. MLXG is on the prowl. He steps up the shockwave, pulls it in! That's a bait, but there goes Xie. He's forced to back out of this. The Predator, the slow, but Ragnarok means Peanut's able to soak some of this. It falls off just in time for Ming's cast as Xie heads back to his turret.
Layered on top of Oriana's damage, Peanut just destroys him.
Up, but Ming doesn't take the bait. Uzi does, though. That's the cask again. Pulling Core JJ to the side. A flash gets Ruler out of there. The target's Core JJ. Chains of Corruption has found Ming. He's slowed. That's the hero's entrance, but he's already dead. Ragnarok gets Xie into the fight, but already his support is out. It's a kill advantage for Korea, and Team China are forced to pull back.
Galio was in position for some time, but didn't know how to really start off the fight. And by the time he got in there, Ming was already dead, so nothing you can do here if you're Team China. Just have to really wait and see what Korea now does with their time.
And that was Team China trying to make the best.
Next Dragon. Baron is up in about 2 seconds, but we're seeing a collapse.
Yeah, Faker with blue buff uses the Dissonance Shockwave again onto MLXG. He's been caught by that spell so many times. Despite the flash, Faker gets the kill. And Peanut will force Let Me to flash away from the Undertow.
Oh, of course. They can just actually turn their attention towards the top lane as Gnar is just alone.
He's got no flash. Abyssal Voyage is ready. He's trying to build up rage as quick as he can.
Run!
Chains of Corruption misses, but the flash, he gets caught by the Undertow. Lemmy's getting close to Mega. He's got the slam, but dies before he can transform and will die. Now Xie pushing by rage only sends Keen back towards his tier 2.
A lot of plays to make Keen feel uncomfortable, but the team as a whole.
Flash body slam the cask. He's looking for Ruler, pinned against the wall, takes to the skies, but Core JJ sets it up. He's going the wrong direction, rooted in place, and Ruler goes down. Uzi and Ming find the opening, and they collapse on it. A double kill to Uzi.
Disconnected from their team, but now they can just chase them down. Peanut's alone.
This is very risky. Peanut forced to turn and run. He used his flash earlier, and Letme's able to get revenge. Sidestepping around the vision. Meganar against the wall. Shut down on Peanut.
Right next to the Baron buff, too. They've already started it.
Keen is teleporting in. Faker is behind them. Team China are in the pit. As you said, burning through its health. But Faker's ready with the shockwave. He's found MLXG.
He goes
low, but that's the hero's entrance. MLXG flashes away. No one's defending Uzi. Keen is walking it up, but MLXG gets the kill. Faker, 1 versus 5, trying to hold his ground. He's got no mana. He's slowed, looking for another, but he finds a kill. Finally will die to Uzi as he finishes it off, and Team China turn to the Baron.
They have everybody they need. They don't have Let Me, but he's did his job here. Baron buff for China.
23 minutes
by Olaf. Even if he joins up, won't have the ability to just get in there.
Faker's trying to hold aggro. He's got flash, but pinned against the wall. Xie finds no opportunity, forced to use the stopwatch and stall this fight out. Uzi tries to keep him standing, but Xie with a late flash. He escapes, but dies at the last second. Faker lands the auto attack onto Uzi, chases it down, looking for another. He knows there's no flash. He lands the damage, trades the kill 1 for 1. That's a big damage source for another, but that's Baron now missing. Peanut gets back in as MLXG goes down. China overextend, and Faker makes them pay.
Uzi does his best to get Faker off of him, but Faker does his job. 4 members down. Here we go now. Gonna get more than this.
Ming drops the barrel roll to try and clear out the minions, but what was an advantage for Team China? It's Let Me who wants to keep Keen split pushing, as he's got Blade of the Ruined King, Frozen Mallet, and Black Cleaver. Now that's the hero's entrance. We've got a fight breaking out. Let Me chases. He's close to Mega, looking for Keen, but he steps back through the wall. Inside of it, Xie has found Core JJ. He's forcing Ruler back, and that's the Guardian Angel popped. As Uzi joins the fight, Keen is left all alone. He gets some good damage, but snared and stunned, he dies to Uzi.
Gets a little bit of HP back through Triumph, but Core JJ's on the run.
He's split on the far side. Meanwhile, MLXG is doing everything he can to keep Peanut split from the map while Ming prepares a wave in the mid lane. A taunt, and Core JJ will fall. Xie finds the kill. 11 kills to 12. But now that top lane matchup is reset. Waves are teleport completed as Let Me's back out of the base. Uzi with double buff, back at full health. Peanut with the Predator, but Faker gets himself stunned and sidesteps the cast. But look at that, MLXG! He finds the kick and he finds Faker. With Faker gone, it's all up to Peanut to prevent this Baron, but Team China are racing towards the pit.
You can only sidestep so much, Faker. It's a point and click that gets you. Now they're on Baron and there's nothing here to stop Team China.
Team Korea back up to their base. 12 kills to 12. 31 minutes in, match point. And Team China have the
back to base. He found a good window now, but he's back on the map. Next wave's about to pile in. This could be
Uzi kills Faker in the mid lane. They dive, and Team China are trying to end the series right here. That's a massive damage source missing. The inhibitor goes down. Baron is about to wear off, but they've still got super minions. 5 versus 4. Can Korea hold their ground?
This ain't gonna cut it. That was a massive pickoff towards Faker. This game's gonna end here.
Uzi still stepping up onto the Nexus turrets. The first one falls as the minion wave is cleared. He's not backing down. He wants the golden year as he's trying to step up to this final Nexus turret. The Baron wears off and they have to back away. This series is not over yet.
Surprising. She took a lot of damage on that run. So even though
Let Me and MLXG bringing the wave forward. Peanuts on the side. That's take the gold medal win.
3-1. The ward hop towards Faker. Faker has to watch out. You saw with the last play.
Super minions are pushing in bottom. Let Me and MLXG bringing the wave forward. Peanuts on the side. That's the Predator. Uzi steps up, but dodges the undertow. Dodges the command attack, and MLXG! I cannot believe it. Core JJ is able to save Faker. He's still alive, but the inhibitor turret goes down. Super minions mid. Super minions bottom. It's going to be a 5 versus 5. Stand at the Nexus.
One structure left, and it's down. Nexus is bare open.
MLXG once again lands the Sonic Wave. Faker, he's got double summoner spells. MLXG steps up, but no Dragon Rage. Shockwave is able to pull Uzi in. He takes to the skies. That's Cannon Barrage. Can he get out of this? She is working onto the Nexus. They just need to destroy that building and they win, but Uzi gets the kill. Onto Peanut. That's the hero's entrance. He's not stopping. He wants it. Let Me on the side finds entry, and Team Korea cannot find a way back into this. Uzi turns onto the Nexus, and the People's Republic of China take the gold medal win.
3-1 in a decisive fashion around Uzi. Gold medalist now. Such a massive win for the People's Republic of China.
You can see the fans jumping up and down at this victory. We could be seeing the beginning of a golden year for China as they are looking to upset the ecosystem in League of Legends and prove that maybe there's a new top dog in town.
This